For those of you in the audience, you can tell we've got one left, and that's saving the best for last, right? Okay. We're going to hear from the grain handling, and I'm gonna digress from my script just slightly. Say the Grain Handling Safety Council, strictly from the perspective of, if you see everything around, it's Grain Handling Safety Coalition. We're in the process of formalizing our name and changing it to Grain Handling Safety Council. It's just a process. Everything you see will be Grain Handling Safety Coalition, but we're kind of in that process right now. But Stan Bulinear is on the board of directors for the Grain Handling Safety Council. I've had the pleasure of serving on the board with him. He's owner and manager of Bulinear Farms, a family farm producing corn, soybeans, and swine near Forest, Illinois. He's farmed for 45 years, and part of his farm is designated as a Centennial Farm in Livingston County. So as you can see, we've kind of bookend. We had a Livingston County person start, and we're having a Livingston County end here, I guess. He's had the Prairie Farmers Master Farmer Award, the Livingston County Corn Growers Distinguished Service Award for Agriculture. He served on a number of boards over the years, including Illinois Farm Bureau, and currently serves on the board of Evergreen FS Cooperative. He's helped found and serve as treasurer of the Livingston County Farm Bureau Foundation. Stan has also founded and directed other agribusiness interests, been actively involved with the Forest Lions Club, the Illinois Pork Producers Association, and is an elder deacon of his church. Stan was involved in the formation and is a supporter of the Prairie Central FFA alumni and continues to volunteer his time with the FFA chapter. But before I turn the podium over to Stan, I want to take a moment to recognize and thank the Prairie Central FFA group for attending and representing young workers as we look at ways to improve safety in our workplace. It's equally important to begin teaching our young workers about safe work practices, both through example and education. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Stan's involvement is to remind us all safety begins on the farm where our products are produced. Stan?
Thank you. Good afternoon. I'd like to start out by thanking the National Grain and Feed Association for inviting us to be a part of the planning committee for this year's Stand Up Grain Safety Week. And the Grain Handling Safety Coalition, GHSC, was started in 2010 in response to the deaths of 2 teenagers in Mount Carroll. This incident and others put a national spotlight on the industry of the dangers workers face if safety procedures are not followed when working with grain. The GHSC is a volunteer organization that brings together representation from stakeholders across the grain industry, including educators, researchers, rural health and safety specialists, rescuers, insurers, producers, manufacturers, regulators, commercial grain industry, and more. The diversity of the Grain Handling Safety Coalition is its strength. We've been able to evaluate the unique needs and challenges to grain safety faced by the many different areas of the industry. This has enabled us to build a stronger partnership and work together to spread a consistent safety message and promote the use of best safety practices to the audiences we serve. As a recipient of OSHA's Susan Harwood training grants, the GHSC has created and participated in awareness events. We've developed a variety of educational and training resources and provided free or reduced cost training covering grain safety topics throughout the United States. To date, the Grain Handling Safety Coalition has conducted over 14,700 hours of training for more than 5,200 trainers and provided safety information to over 16,000 people in 24 states through awareness events. And we have found that over 95% of the participants indicated they've learned new material, would recommend training to others, and planned on increasing the use of safe practices in their daily work using information they learned in our safety training. To meet the needs of a diversified workforce in a broad spectrum industry, the GHSC has developed and offers a variety of teaching and learning procedures which include in-person training, toolbox talks, checklists and templates, videos, webinars, and online curriculum. A main focus of GHSC has been young and inexperienced workers. A young worker position statement has been developed for employers, educators, parents, and youth that provides guidelines for youth working around grain settings. A video entitled Seconds to Tragedy, Grain Safety for Young Workers was produced and is based on interviews with survivors and families of the Mount Carroll incident. These interviews were filmed 5 years after the incident, and in the video, it's very evident that the community has been dramatically impacted and is still greatly affected by the pain and loss yet today. I've shown this video to many different groups, including the Prairie Central FFA, which is represented here today, and it's always been very sobering and a profound effect on the audience. It is a powerful reminder of the need to educate and train young workers. It's my belief that this video should be seen by everyone who works with grain. A curriculum series called Stand Tall encourages young farmers or young workers to talk, ask, live, and learn, therefore reinforcing and empowering young workers to speak up, be actively involved in their workplace safety. Through a grant from the University of Illinois Chicago, GHSC will be developing the Stand Tall series into a self-guided online curriculum this summer. All of the GHSC's resources are free to use and available on our website at grainsafety.org. Today we are surrounded by many partners we have collaborated with. We thank them for extended learning opportunities and to all the grain stakeholders and look forward to future endeavors. It is through the connections between all these organizations that we can maximize our collective reach and the potential to build a safer industry. As we kick off the Stand Up for Grain Safety Week today, we want to remind all who work with grain, whether a large corporation with dozens of employees, a small farm operator with 1 or 2 employees, or a sole farmer, that our goal is for you and your employees to dedicate time to participate in safety-related activities. To help with this, the Grain Safety Handling Coalition is offering free daily webinars Tuesday through Friday this week at 2 p.m. Central Time. Each of the webinars will cover a hazard topic of the day, and the webinars offer an excellent opportunity to train workers, initiate workplace discussion, and be involved in this national initiative. And if you're here, you can find out what the 4 topics are right back there, and there's a piece of paper you can pick up that shows what they are and how to get signed. Otherwise, you can go to www.grainnet.com and look for the GHSC webinars, and you'll be able to get signed up there to watch all 4 of those. Additionally, a wide variety of free resources and training activities are provided to assist you in actively participating in the stand-up. These are available on the stand-up website as well as the website of many of the organizations that are here. Safety is a continual learning process, a continual commitment, and needs continual reinforcement. It is not confined to just large commercial grain elevators, milling facilities, or OSHA-regulated farms. Grain safety permeates all types and sizes of businesses where grain is handled and stored, and reaches into classrooms, small farms, rescue teams, equipment manufacturing, insurance carriers, rural health facilities, regulators, and more. We encourage all of you to take time this week to focus on safety. We urge you to work cooperatively with others in your community as well as in the workplace to promote a safety culture. Talk about safety. Ask questions about safety. Learn about safety and live safety in order that everyone goes home to family and friends at the end of the day, every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Stan. Your enthusiasm and support for working to reach our farmers has been a tremendous help for the Stand Up campaign and with the Grain Handling Safety Coalition. Thank you very much.